Well, it's the second day of All-Stars here with coverage brought to you by Alienware. I'm joined right now by Caps from G2 representing LEC in the 1v1s and the reigning champion from last year. It looks like things are looking pretty good for you so far. You just beat Closer.
Yeah, I'm pretty hyped. It's a different map, obviously, so new tools are enabled.
So I heard a rumor that you and Mickey practiced against each other for 10 hours for this 1v1 tournament.
Yeah, I mean we basically spent like 2 days ago or something. We spent the whole day because we had one day to go around Vegas, of course,
Yes.
and enjoy the city. We basically just practiced 1v1 tournament, and this morning as well, just get that practice in.
He told me that he wants to face off against you in the finals. Who would you pick to go up against in the finals?
I would also pick him. I mean, I hope that we get 4 EU players in semis. That would be pretty cool. And then I would pick Mickey as well.
Well, as you just mentioned, all the EU players are still in at the moment, so I feel like the chances are pretty good. So you would pick Mickey. Is that not going to be an issue for you because you've just played against him so much? You guys probably know what the other one is planning on doing.
Well, I mean, yes, you might not have heard from him, but I think the games were like a bit one-sided, like more favored me, and also I know everything he's gonna do, so I'm pretty confident unless he pulls up.
He seemed really confident.
That just sounds like a fake persona, you know,
okay.
just for the interview.
Yes, I see. I also heard that he was trash-talking you a ton whenever you guys are playing against each other, practicing. Is this not true?
He does like to trash talk, especially because he gets like a bit uncomfortable. You know, it's not always fun losing. Yes. So then when you get like the 1 win in 10, you want to make sure it's count. You know, you want to make it loud. You want to.
I see. I'm really excited. I hope this becomes the finals now, just because of the interviews I've done with both of you guys. So you haven't had a chance to enjoy Vegas at all?
No, very too much. I was here last year though, so I have walked around a lot. I also know, obviously, I'm not 21 yet, so the whole point of like a big point of Vegas is like the whole gambling and what's called drinking, and obviously I can't do either. So.
Are you 20 now?
Yeah.
Okay. When's your birthday?
In November 17th, like next year.
So you just turned 20. Damn. All right. Well, yeah. No luck. Either way. Hopefully you can still go out and find some good restaurants or see a show or something like that. How's the off-season been for you? Because I know that you guys all went on vacation, the G2 vacation, I guess.
Yeah, it's definitely nice. I think the last off-season was pretty rough just because I joined G2, obviously, and there was a lot of criticism, and just the whole process of being a free agent was very stressful. So it's been nice just like relaxing and actually catching up with my family and just seeing what's going on.
Now, a year later, do you think all that is done, or do you feel like there's still any kind of like lingering animosity from, I don't know, Fnatic fans or LEC fans?
I mean, I think a lot of people are mad, you know, and like we're mad back then and still mad, and it makes sense, you know. Obviously, everyone who's a Fnatic fan wants Fnatic to win, and obviously me joining the rival team doesn't help Fnatic's chances. So I'm sure that a lot of people are mad, and rightfully so, I would say. But yeah, I will just try my best to see how far we can go.
Well, let's talk about Fnatic. What do you think of their roster change?
So that's interesting, I guess. I know that there was like some problems behind the scenes. Obviously, that's why I left in the first place. I don't know if that's the right change, but I do know that I felt like that something had to change, and that was like me leaving the team, right? I felt like something had to change if we wanted to take it further, and if we wanted to all be happy people as well. So I think they didn't find success. I mean, not success because they did very well, but they didn't find success as like making a team and come together, you know. So that's probably what they're trying to do with the change, just getting some fresh people in and trying to make a better atmosphere.
It's interesting you say that you heard there were problems behind the scenes, because I read a tweet that says everything was fine between the players, everything was cool. If you know the tweet that got memed, yes.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, right? But like, let's say for me, for example, I like all my teammates, like from Fnatic, coaching staff, everyone was great, and I would never mind working with any of them. But it's like a combo, you know. It's like some people don't work together, and it's not necessarily one guy's fault. That's why it's not like even if, let's say, Broxah not being there fixes the problem, it's not like it was Broxah's fault, you know. It's just some people don't mesh. Yeah, some people just don't mesh together, you know. And I think we played really well together, and I think they played really well last year. But it's not all about the play. It's also about how happy you are. It's also about, just being happy with each other, basically.
The opposite is true for me and Broden. We work well together, but we can't stand each other. So it goes both ways, I guess, is the way it can be. But anyway, do you think Fnatic will continue to be the only main contender against you guys next year?
So I didn't actually catch up with all the changes completely. As I mentioned, I just been vacationing, right? But I'm sure there's going to be a lot of teams that are strong, and at different times, different teams are strong. Probably some of the rookies will be really strong. And I think Rogue were a team that did well last year, and I think Hansama is also a strong player, so maybe they'll be interesting.
What do you think of Broxah to TL? What does that mean for North America?
It's a good question. I'm not sure exactly how it will fit. I think Team Liquid has been really dominant the last couple of years, so I don't think that really changes.
Sure.
I think they will still probably be the best. I'm not exactly sure if there any other team did a good roster swap in that can contest against them, but it might change something internationally. Brox obviously has a lot of experience going through groups, so maybe he can help relieve some stress. I think Team Liquid talked a lot about being stressed and nervous going into Worlds, so maybe that's what he will bring.
Now, I'm also kind of curious what your take is on the changes to the game that have taken place over the past, I don't know, month or so since the preseason changes hit. Is this the first time that you've been able to play that? I don't know how much League you took off for your vacation.
I would say I played roughly a game a day or something. So I did play a bit, but I think before scrims, it's hard to value the changes. So far, it looks fun. It looks different. I really like the alcoves. But other than that, I'm not sure exactly about the Drakes because we didn't get to scrim yet, so we don't know what the optimal Drake is, what the optimal way of playing is. And I just hope that it won't be a one way. Let's say Drakes are just broken and you always play for Drakes, or depending on what Drake, you always play for that one. But there's actually variance in the game.
Well, setting aside even just the balance, is it fun? Do you are you happy with these changes? Do you feel like it's headed in the right direction, assuming that the balance works out?
I think changes are generally fun, because it's something new, and that's what League always does pretty well. They change a lot, so it's been fun just trying something new. As I mentioned, I really like the alcoves. They just add an extra layer of counterplay, so that's been pretty cool.
Which is interesting because there's no alcoves in the mid lane for you, but you still like them.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of bot lane, so
okay.
So yeah.
I guess you're on G2. You all just sort of go wherever. It doesn't really matter. It's like you're playing Dota. Anyway, any other fun things How have you been spending the off season? Because you said you're only playing a game a day.
So I've just been with family. I have a really big family, and basically the way I work is just I go to Germany. I focus on League. I barely talk with my family at all, and if I do, it's just short messages. So just catching up and meeting my family, especially my nephew and my two nieces. My family that I barely even talk with at all because I'm so far often away. So just getting a month off instead of just a week is really nice.
I feel like you must have the most wholesome family in the world. You go back, you hang out, you're I want to reconnect with my nephews and my nieces. I feel like your family's so wholesome.
I'm really lucky, I would say. I think I have such a big family, and everyone works really well together, and everyone cares a lot about each other. So I would say I'm just really lucky, and I obviously feel bad in a way because I'm leaving my family behind, and that's why I also want to make up for it when I'm actually home and can get to spend some time with everyone.
Very good. Well, is there anything you want to say to any of the fans out there?
Well, I just want to thank you guys. I know it was a rough ending to the year, but other than that, we did pretty well. And Worlds is still the goal. It's always been the goal, so we're just going to be better next year.
Well, thank you so much, Caps, for the interview. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things All-Stars right here on my YouTube channel. Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. Sorry, I was just entering for a chance to win this laptop. That's right, I don't actually own this specific one. I've got one just like it that I love, but this one's special because it's got an All-Stars wrap on it. The pros have been using these here. They've been on broadcast. You might have seen them, and you can win one over at alienware.com/lol esports. They're giving away 4 between now and December 15th. There's a link in the video description. You can win one of these things. I don't know if I can. I'm probably not eligible, but you are. Go check it out.